환영합니다. Welcome to K-Culture Dive, where we dive deeper into the heart of Korean culture with K-entertainment issues, AI culture news, K-culture and photos, and today, a special interview with Ghana's ambassador to Korea. And I'm your host, Kwon So-ah. Let's dive in. And joining me this Wednesday is our co-host Walter Lee in the studio. Hello, Walter.
Hello, Soa, and hello to the rest of the people watching. I'm Walter Lee here to co-host alongside Soa and give you the latest in Korean entertainment news.
Well, let's get straight into it, Walter. We're going to start off with something we've been waiting to report on, and actually we've been waiting for a confirmation, right?
That's indeed true. So BTS could soon be making history once again, this time on some of Korea's most treasured cultural stages. Now, the Korea Heritage Service has given conditional approval for the global supergroup to use major heritage sites, including Gyeongbokgung Palace as well as Sungnaemun Gate. Now, as part of their highly anticipated March comeback celebration, they hope to use these. So BTS agency HYBE formally requested permission to permission to use or film pre-recorded content at Gyeongbokgung Palace and also to project large-scale media facade projections onto the walls of Sungnaemun and also Gwanghwamun area. As for the use of Gwanghwamun Square on the day of the event, the final decision now rests with the Seoul Metropolitan Government, which is scheduled to hold a review meeting on the 23rd.
Let's hope for that approval as well. And now, Walter, from a powerhouse boy group, let's move on to a powerhouse girl group.
Yes, indeed. So Blackpink lit up Tokyo, drawing an incredible 160,000 fans during their three-day world tour stop at legendary Tokyo Dome, selling out every night. Now, this marks the group's third time headlining the iconic venue following their sold-out shows in 2019 and 2023. An opening night, major landmarks across Japan, including Tokyo Tower and Kobe Port Tower, glowed in Blackpink's signature's pink, turning the city into celebration of the group's global impact. Blackpink is heading toward the final stop of their world tour, set to take place in Kai Tak Stadium in Hong Kong from January 24th to the 26th. Now, the tour kicked off last July in Goyang near Seoul, and by the time it wraps up, Blackpink will have performed 33 shows across 16 cities, once again proving their status as one of the world's biggest acts.
And finally, Walter, a Tony Award-winning musical that's received another recognition, but this time in Korea.
Yes. We talked about this global sensation many times. The hit musical Maybe Happy Ending is adding yet another major achievement to its growing list of accolades. After sweeping 6 top awards at the prestigious Tony Awards last year, the production has now claimed Best Musical at the Korea Musical Awards. Now, at the 10th Korea Musical Awards held on Monday at the Grand Theatre of Sejong Center for Performing Arts, Maybe Happy Ending took home the Best Musical honor in the 400-seat and above category, confirming its status as a standout both at home and also abroad. Now, created by Park Chun-hyu and Will Aronson, the beloved musical returned to the stage with a 10th anniversary performance that opened on October 30th. The show is currently captivating audiences at Dusan Art Center Yonggang Hall, where it will continue its run through the 25th of this month.
Well, congratulations again to Maybe Happy Ending, and thank you very much, Walter, for those updates.
No worries.
And now let's turn to our AI anchor Arang for more on the culture front. Arang?
Thanks, Swa. Here's your AI guide to the latest cultural headlines from Korea. Let's begin with our top story. Culture Day, a government initiative that offers discounted access to a wide range of cultural activities, is set to be expanded for the first time in 12 years. The government announced plans to extend the program, currently held on the last Wednesday of each month, to every Wednesday, Since its launch in 2014, participation has steadily increased, with public participation rate climbing from 28% to nearly 85% over the past decade. Much attention is being drawn to whether the Culture Day expansion will help revive the film industry that has been grappling with a prolonged downturn. The government aims to begin implementing the expanded schedule as early as April. The Culture Ministry plans to add a Korean language signboard at Gwanghwamun in Seoul. Under the proposal, the existing signboard written in Chinese characters on the eaves of the third-floor pavilion will remain in place, while a new Hangul signboard will be added under the eaves of the second floor. Culture Minister Choi described the plan as a balanced approach that preserves the original form of the cultural heritage, while responding to growing public calls for a Hangul signboard. He added that it is not appropriate to display only a signboard written in Chinese characters when Korea's writing system, Hangul, is internationally recognized for its excellence. The Korea Heritage Service also voiced its support, saying it shares the goal of promoting Hangul globally. The National Museum of Modern and Contemporary Art is launching the MMCA Conservation School to train specialized professionals in art conservation. The program will select trainees across 6 courses, including oil painting conservation and scientific analysis. Beginning in March, participants will receive 9 months of hands-on, practice-based training at the museum. The curriculum includes an understanding of materials and techniques used in contemporary art, and practical training in conservation treatment. The museum said the program is a strategic investment to pass on national-level conservation expertise to future generations. That's all from me. Turning now to a quick look at more K-culture stories making headlines today.
Through a single photo at a time, we take a closer look at culture in Korea. This is K-Culture in Photos. Have you heard of the word haenyeo before? Haenyeo literally means sea woman. It refers to the female divers of Jeju-do Island, women who dives into the ocean without oxygen tanks to harvest seafood from the seabed. Some of you may already recognize them from the popular Korean drama When Life Gives You Tangerines, which introduced these women divers to global audiences. For generations, haenyeo have symbolized strength, independence, and a deep respect for nature. They are not just divers, they have long been the backbone of Jeju's coastal communities. This year, Jeju's haenyeo culture marks 10 years as a UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity. Even more telling, the word haenyeo was recently added to the Oxford English Dictionary. What was once a quiet act of survival, women diving into the sea to feed their families, has now emerged as a cultural heritage admired and celebrated worldwide. What kind of dance do you think it is? The costume looks traditional, like hanbok, but the movements seem very bold, temporary, and sharp. This image shows a performance called ilmu. Ilmu is a ceremonial court dance traditionally performed during royal ancestral rites in Korea. Its movements are slow, precise, and deeply symbolic. Every gesture carries meaning. And what you are seeing here is a contemporary reinterpretation by the Seoul Metropolitan Dance Theater, turning an ancient ritual into modern performance language. And that is now gaining global attention. The choreographers of ilmu have been nominated for Best Choreography at the New York Dance and Performance Awards, often called the Oscars of the dance world. It's the first time Korean choreographers from the National Dance Company have been recognized at this level, proving that Korean traditional movement can speak powerfully on the world's biggest stages. And now look at this. People are eating kimbap, entire roll of kimbap actually, in one bite. No cutting, no hesitation, just one big bite. This scene comes from the Netflix animated film K-pop Demon Hunters, and when main character Rumi bites into a full roll of kimbap, it sparked a viral trend online, the Kimbap One Bite Challenge. For many Koreans, this isn't actually that strange. Korean people usually cut kimbap into slices, but if you've ever tried a freshly rolled one, eating it whole, that lets you taste every ingredient at once in a rich way. But for overseas viewers, this moment felt new and fascinating. Social media quickly filled with videos of people recreating the scene, and kimbap once again found itself at the center of global food curiosity. So, would you like to try kimbap in one bite? It may look a little unusual, but it could be more fun and tastier than you think. This might be the most relaxed and adorable picture and face you will see today. A capybara soaking in a warm bath right in the middle of cold winter. And it's particularly patiently waiting for a special winter treat, fresh fruit and yuzu prepared by the zookeepers. But he's not the only one staying cozy. Let's now take a look at how other animals are spending the winter. In this four-cut photo, twin pandas play happily in the snow, and a pair of capybaras share another warm bath together, and desert foxes gather together under the heat lamp, and Korean tiger brothers rest with their heads together on a blanket of fallen leaves. Different species, different habitats, but when winter comes, everyone looks for warmth in their own way. Even animals know how to enjoy the season. So, from deep seas to dynamic stages, from a single bite of kimbap to cozy winter moments, this is how Korean culture lives, moves, and warms the world.
As Korean culture continues to reach audiences worldwide, it has become a powerful language of diplomacy, fostering mutual understanding. Today, we meet a figure at the heart of that shift, Ghana's ambassador to the Republic of Korea, and the first Korean-born person to hold the post, Ambassador Kojo Choi. His unique journey reflects how the Korean wave has moved beyond cultural exchange toward deeper trust and connection. Let's hear how Korean culture is viewed from Ghana and explore the future of cultural diplomacy together. Ambassador Kojo Choi, thank you very much for joining us on the program. Welcome.
Hello, Ambassador.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Ambassador Choi, you returned to Korea, and you are now the ambassador of Ghana to Korea. So that alone is fascinating. So you describe yourself as Ghanaian Korean. Tell us a little bit more about what that identity means to you.
When I'm asked questions to describe myself in the best manner, I tell them I was born in Korea, but I was brought up in Ghana. But it actually has more meaning to that. We normally see when something is made, someone say it is made in somewhere but designed somewhere else. I was born there, so I was born here. So the principles and the foundation comes from Korea. But I was actually built and designed and molded in Ghana. So more of values and those aspects of software is more of Ghana.
Very interesting how you put that. And Ambassador Choi, so since late last year, you've been serving as Ghana's top envoy to Korea. So when you first took on this role, what emotions or thoughts came to mind?
This job requires me to be more of institutional than personal. So I looked more into the perspective of the nation Ghana. Personally, just to mention a bit, it was a call of duty, responsibility. But beyond that, I looked at the nation Ghana, how far the nation, my nation, has come in embracing the international and globalization. You know, the acceptance to the diversity and inclusion. So I was very proud that this has come from Ghana.
Excellent. And how exactly did you to become appointed as the Ghana ambassador?
I guess my introduction speaks for itself in a manner. Somebody who has learned the culture, has lived the culture, who understands both cultures, of course, both languages. Being able to have such personality as one's citizen becomes a very instrumental tool for that very country and fostering that diplomacy in very different fronts. So me becoming one, I believe, was a great and brilliant decision made by our president and the nation, our Ghanaian people actually are saying to that was a brilliant decision that the president has made.
Excellent. And as Ghana's ambassador to Korea, what do you think is the most important mission for you to give out as a message?
For every ambassador, the mission is very clear. There's no personal opinion of mine. Every entire opinion is of my nation, Ghana, and that of the president. And the reason why president sent me here is clear. We want the best relationship between the our two countries, Ghana and Korea. And looking at it closely, Ghana and Korea is positioned very, very well. Ghana has what Korea doesn't, and Korea doesn't have what Ghana has. So when you have two entities that are complementarily positioned, I believe that gives you the best partnership. That is where I see Ghana and Korea is. And as your question is, my job is to establish that best cooperation and friendship between Ghana and Korea.
So could you maybe elaborate on what Ghana does not have, what Korea has, and what Korea does not have, what Ghana has? Would there be maybe some examples you could name?
Looking at how Korea developed from nowhere after the war, Korea has vast experience of industrialization, technology, plenty of patents that Korea has, which hasn't even yet been introduced commercially. Yet Korea doesn't have the resources. So Korea is always looking at the best places where they could source the best raw materials. Ghana, on the other side, we also don't want to basically export the raw materials in a form. We're looking at ways of adding values, being able to have that processed into more meaningful products. From the discussion that I've said, Ghana has a lot of resources. Ghana is rated as the #1 producer of gold in Africa. It has so many resources. You can look at from A to Z of resources, Ghana has. So looking at that partnership of one's needs, mutually beneficial position is very much agreeably found if we look into it.
I guess there's room for even more exchange from here on. And now let's dive a little deeper into culture, because that's what we talk about on our show most of the time. So do you feel that the Korean wave has gone beyond cultural consumption to actually have a positive impact on the economic and diplomatic ties between Korea and Ghana?
Most certainly. I believe that culture is only acquired when you live it. But K-culture has become so strong in a manner that through the music and drama and food, Korea culture has proven that it actually has more power than just someone who has to live to learn it. So in Ghana, the K-drama is very popular. If you now turn on any television channels in Ghana, you get to see all the trendy Korean dramas.
Wow.
And of course, the food that we get to see on television, the home appliances we get to see on televisions, and it become part of our lives. And of course, when you walk around and they look at me without knowing that unless I'm a Ghanaian, but believing that I'm 100% Korean by citizenship, everybody becomes so nice and kind because they want to actually now experience the Korean culture. I hope you'll ask me about Ghanaian culture too.
Oh, yes, we are. Actually, Walter is
Actually,
going to.
I'm going to. I'm going to switch it up a little
beautiful.
bit. Actually, basically the opposite question. Now, among Ghana's traditional culture or creative content as well, what do you think, what kind of elements do you think might resonate with the Korean audience?
Surprisingly, Ghana shares so much common in cultural aspects. And it's because, just like Korea, Ghana has kings and is quite a tribal society, but we actually boast the presence of the most prominent kingdom in Africa, that is in Ghana, called Ashanti Kingdom. When there is a king, there is culture. There is beautiful dance. There's beautiful food and also fashion. So we have so much such quality, cultural aspects that we want to showcase to you. But one aspect that I want to share today is that of the paintings and arts and sculptures. Ghana boasts authentic, talents of artists. So I founded an art foundation in Ghana. It's called Art Africa Foundation. So we look at the best talents, those who actually paint and sculpt. And the quality that actually I come across are world-class materials. So I'm hoping to bring such talent to Korea, so that you get to see what I mean.
That would be wonderful. And now, Ambassador Choi, to young Ghanaians who are discovering Korea through Hallyu or the Korean wave, and also to Koreans to whom Ghana might be still unfamiliar, would there be a message for those young people?
So we are talking about the young people of Koreans and young people of Ghanaians. The best is for you to experience what you have seen. So as an ambassador, I will do my best to promote the mutual visits, bilateral visits, so more Korean youths can visit Ghana, and vice versa, more Ghanaian youth should visit Korea, where they get to this time touch and feel and experience what they have seen, so that the friendship may even become stronger.
Right, Ambassador. And just to get a little bit in your personal life, you are a father of 6, is that correct?
That is correct.
That is, wow. And as the head of a large family, how has your family shaped and supported your life and work in diplomacy?
Well, as a family, you mentioned the responsibility that I have as the father of 6. That is a big responsibility for me to be good and do good and show them the exemplary life as a father. So of course it has shaped me as a family side of it. And you ask on the diplomacy side of it, even my children don't even listen to me. So it's a learning process of how to communicate with them, understanding what the needs are, what the wants are, being able to also come to the terms, negotiate. So yes, as you mentioned, it has helped me a lot and shaped me to become a better person in many fronts.
Do you teach them both Ghana and Korean culture? Is that very important to you?
Oh, very, very good question. Thank you. Yes, I do. I make them write both languages. Of course, they live both cultures. I just had my lunch with my family just about 1 hour ago. We have a child who is 1 year and 8 months old.
Wow.
So as we're greeting in English, hello, hi, in Korean, 안녕, she can't really speak. So whenever I say 안녕, she just does this. But when my son spoke to her in Choi, which is most spoken Ghanaian language, and my son said, "Etiseng." Surprisingly, she said, "Eye," which is a perfect response. So clearly, you can see we are in Korea. She's learning Choi. She's speaking, actually she started speaking Choi before Korean or English. But yes, I actually put efforts that I learn both cultures because that is where I believe they have the competitive advantage as they grow older.
Right.
That's wonderful, Ambassador Choi. And now, before we let you go, finally, Arirang TV celebrates its 30th anniversary this year. So would you have maybe some words of encouragement for the network, and especially because Arirang TV is also doing a big role in spreading Korean culture to the world?
I've watched Arirang, for many years. The name Arirang itself speaks a lot. So again, it's a culture. I understand the culture. Arirang embraces entire history, the works of the nation Korea, the pains, the successes, and everything that you have is actually all danced into the word Arirang. And just the way the word has that weight, your station is doing amazing. A lot of people are watching, listening. And of course, the Hallyu is more also, promoted through your station. So I'd like to say congratulations for your last 30 years. And I believe that future tomorrow is going to be even more greater. So I say, well done. We say, Ayiko, and all the best to you.
All right, thank you very much, Ambassador Choi, for that meaningful message and, of course, for being here with us today on the program. And may Ghana relations continue to grow further. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And thank you, Walter. As always, we're going to see you back here in a couple of days.
Yes, I'll see you on Friday.
Yeah. Thanks for watching and your interest in everything K-culture. Please tune in again tomorrow, 2 p.m. Korea time, and keep diving.